a song written by the drummer and the guitar player. The drummer's Ron Canonico. The guitar player is Joe Malaganoski. The name of this next tune is I'm Only In It for the Money. 1, 2, 3, 4.
For the cash, I don't really care much about the music. I just hope my single is a smash. Now I'm not in it for the women, though it's true they look so nice. But they just want to spend all my money, honey, night after night after night. Yeah. Now I'm not in it for the cocaine, though it feels so fine in your nose. But that stuff just costs so many dollars. You know that blow just had to go. Now I'm not in it to be famous, don't wanna be no celebrity, but I consider doing talk shows if they consider paying me, yeah. Money, 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 money. I know one thing for sure. Money, 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 money. Rich is better than poor. Money, 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 money. Yes, I know one thing for sure. Money, 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 money. Rich is better than poor. That's for sure. I'm only in it for the money. I'm only in it for the cash. I don't really care much about the music. I just hope my single is a smash. Money, 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 money. Yes, I know one thing for sure. Money, 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 money. Rich is better than poor, that's for sure.
All set, dudes? Dig it. 1, 2, 3, 4, and...
We encourage any comments you may have concerning Night Shift. Write to Night Shift, WCBB TV, 5 TV Place, Needham, Mass. 02192. Weekdays at 4, Rhoda takes life in stride.
Let's call the whole thing off.
You got it, Jack.
And at 4:30, host Richard Dawson shows his charms on The Family Feud. The fun and mishaps continue on Carol Burnett and Friends, and at 5:30, it's Life as Usual on All in the Family.
Trying to show you something.
Stifle!
Weekdays from 4 to 6 on Channel 5.
Hi, I'm Andy Johnson of the New England Patriots with a message about one of the greatest teams of all time, the Salvation Army. Since 1884, the Salvation Army has been helping people less fortunate than you and I. Old people, young people, no one is turned away. This year, the need is greater than ever, so I'm asking everyone in the state to join the team. We need your dollars, lots of them, in Christmas kettles like this or in the mail, right?
This is WCBB TV Boston. This is News Final with Tom Ellis and Natalie Jacobson.
Good morning, everybody. Here's the news this morning. MBTA trains and buses will be running normally this morning, but the funding crisis is far from over for the T. What's left in this year's budget runs out in just a few hours from now, and News Center 5's David Ropeek has this update on the MBTA crisis.
They met this afternoon, the representatives of the 79 communities that are served by the MBTA, and they voted not to approve an extra $12 million the staff of the T says it needs to keep the system from shutting down. Everybody there knew the governor would use emergency powers to keep the system running.
The governor will, in fact, invoke those emergency powers. Once again, we deeply regret this action, but we look forward to working with the legislature and the administration and those members of the advisory board who are interested in doing so in looking toward an analysis and a restructuring of the advisory board and the role of the administration, the state, and the legislature relative to such future actions.
But the governor will not be doing anything until tomorrow, preferring to act slowly with a $12 million expenditure at hand. He is expected to have the state take over the costs of the system to keep it going. And the Carmen's Union, the drivers of the buses and trains and trolleys, say they'll be at work in the morning.
All our members will report as usual. There's no problem with that. We've been paid last week, and we expect to be paid this week, and we'll all be here ready to roll in the morning.
The key remaining question is who will pay the $12 million the 79 cities and towns refused to spend this morning. The state is expected to charge those communities the money which the state will in effect lend them to keep the system running. But officials in those towns are hoping that ultimately the state will pick up that bill, though that is not a sure thing yet. So the T will run tomorrow and on through the end of the year. But just who will pay for all this extra service? The residents of the 79 cities and towns that make up the T system, or all the taxpayers of the state, remains at this point unclear. On Huntington Avenue in Boston, David Ropeek, News Center 5.